Now, I already start the first chapter, that is the story of village Palampur. You already just read the lessons. Now, you understand one thing, that from here we have the idea of the basic concept, and the basic concept of home, that is the basic concept of production. Now, we already just discussed one thing, that is for the production purposes we need some factors. And what are the factors of production? That are the four factors of production. There are the four factors of production. One is the land, one is the land, one is the labor, one is the capital, and one is the organization. And we see for simplicity that capital is divided in two parts. One is the physical capital, one is the physical capital, and one is the human capital. Okay, so all of you understand this one? That is the physical capital and the human capital. Now I just explain one by one that just like the farming activities in the agricultural sector, the farming activities is the main thing. I already discussed that here in the village Palampur, the main activities is the farming. So in the farming also we just see that the land, labor, capital and organization, these things are needed. Land, labor, capital and organization, or the physical capital, human capital, these things are needed. So now, organization of production. The aim of production is to produce the goods and services that we want. These are the four requirements for production of goods and services. The first requirement is land. Other natural resources such as water, forest and minerals. Land is not mean only the land itself. That the other natural resources is under this is part. That is that the water, mineral resources all are under the land. The second requirement is labor. That is people who will do the work. Some production activities require highly educated workers to perform the necessary tasks. Other activities require workers who can do the manual work. Each worker is provided the labor necessary for production. That means there is two types of laborers are required for the production purposes. There are some of the skilled laborer, the highly skilled laborer, just like whenever we just see in the bank or in the doctor, that is the you become a doctor one day, that the some of the skill, that is the some of the profession need a very skilled labor, just like the doctor, engineer, bank officers or something like that. But the porter, whenever the street vendors and the others, they do not need the so much skill. Okay, so there is a two types of laborer there. One is the skilled one and another is the unskilled one. And the third requirement is the physical capital. That is the variety of inputs required at every stage during production. What are the items that comes under physical capitals? There is a two types of capital. One is the fixed capital, one is the another thing, that is the working capital. Fixed capital means that is the tools, machinery and the buildings, they are the fixed capital. Just like tools, machines range from very simple tools such as farms plow to the sophisticated machines such as generator, turbines, computer, etc. in production over many years and are called fixed capital. Whenever the goods we just see that it is not used up in the production process, it is called the fixed capital. And the sum of the goods, it is already used up in the production purposes. Just like the money in hand or the raw material, it is the purpose, that is it is known as the working capital. Just like raw materials and money in hand, production requires in a variety of raw materials such as the yarn used to the weaver and the clay used by the potter. Also some money is always required during the production to make payment and buy other necessary items. Raw materials and money in hand are called the working capital. Unlike tools, machine and buildings, these are used up in production. So understand this thing, that is there is a two types of capital. We already described, that is the physical capital and human capital. And in physical capital, that there is a fixed capital and there is a fixed capital and there is a working capital. Fixed capital means which are used up, it is not used up, that the total production process, just like the tool, machinery, different types of tools. A machinery, this one, and the another is the working capital, which are used up in the production process. The fourth requirement is to, there is a fourth requirement too. You will need knowledge and enterprise to be able to put together land, labor and physical capital and produce an output either to use yourself or to sell the market. These three is called human capital. We shall learn more about human capital in the next chapter. I already described it. Just like the organization, it is known as the human capital. It is already known as the human capital because that the other capital itself cannot be useful. But the human capital, our skill, our knowledge, our experience, just assemble this and do the production. It is known as the human capital. In this picture, you just see there the factory, there the worker is working. So from this picture you can easily identify who are the labor, who are the machine and what are the different factors of production. So every production is organized by combining land, labor, physical capital and human capital, which are known as the factors of production. As we read through the story of Palampur, we will learn more about the first three factors of production. For convenience, we will refer to the physical capital as the capital in this chapter. So from here, you just have the idea about it. That is, there is a four factors of production: land, labor, capital, organization. Okay, so from the next day, I just read one by one. I just explain one by one. Now, maybe the next day, I just explain the land. Now, land means that whatever be the natural resources, it is given to us. That is just like the land. And we already know that the land is fixed. We cannot just produce whenever the goods are produced, that we have to need the land. So, from the next day, we have to express one by one: land, labor, capital. And the human capital or the organization in the next chapter we will read later. Okay.